So first, let's try to understand what is actually IndiaMART. So IndiaMART is a marketplace meant for both buyers and sellers. They come, collaborate together, and they get into transactions. Right? Now, never do not get confused by looking at it. IndiaMART is also not a branding platform that here you come and try to create your own brand. Similarly, it is also not a deal guarantee platform that it is not going to give a commitment that if you are here, you are certainly going to get a business. It is just a marketplace. And also, the most important thing, it is not your long term digital asset. It means if you are here onto this platform, till the time you're paying money for the subscriptions, you are getting a presence. But when your money you stop paying, your presence will go down, your visibility will go down. Right? So, in a nutshell, what IndiaMart gives you, it gives you the visibility, it gives you inquiries, it gives you a comparison for your customers, and also the buyers can go and discover the vendors. Being onto IndiaMart, it also gives the power to customers to compare from one vendor to another vendor. So in that case, if you look at very carefully, it is creating a competition. Whereas if you got your own website where you got your own pricing, your product, the customers are focused onto that. They're not comparing with somebody else. But here, outrightly, the comparison is promoted. Competition is being promoted. Second point, the leads what you get not necessarily they're meant for you. They are meant for everybody. It means a lead which is being shared to you might be shared to another 10, 20 more people, 10, 20 more businesses. So it means it's like they are creating a huge competition among the suppliers like you. And the worst part, your business is always dependent on to IndiaMart. If IndiaMart is not pushing your listing by virtue of pushing ad, by virtue of sponsored listing, you do not get visibility because there are hundreds and thousands of suppliers are there like you onto this platform. And on a given single page or window, people can look at hardly 10 to 12 listings. So when people are going to get exposed to your listing, that is completely depends in which market, in what competitive market you're playing. So this is what the scenario about IndiaMart as a platform. Not only IndiaMart, other platforms also behave in the similar fashion. Now comes another important part. In what scenarios a business should go to IndiaMart? I'm not saying IndiaMart is bad. It is great. But when it is good for you, it is good for you if you are a company who has got low brand awareness. When people do not know your brand, then it is good to be on IndiaMart because at least at the initial level, you are able to get exposure to a lot many buyers. Secondly, it is also great if you do not have your own website. You should be here because if you have your own website, you got a lot of ample opportunities to market yourself. And if you do not have bandwidth to make a website, then better. But let me give you a quick instruction. To have your own dedicated website, if you ask me the typical cost on per year basis, it might not cost you more than I could say for buying a domain and hosting, you might spend around let's say 8 to 10,000 rupees maximum. And for making website one time, you would be spending around let's say 50, 60,000 rupees. That's it. And then on a monthly basis, if you pay 10 to 15,000 rupees to a freelancer, they would be able to manage your website. So that is all your investment. So if you look at on a yearly basis, if I exclude the one-time development cost, so 10,000 plus 25,000 rupees something you will spend, and you have your own platform. which is not dependent on anyone. You own the content, you own the rights, and you have all the liberty the way you want to publish, market yours. So that's the power of you owning your own platform. Okay. Now we look at another scenario. In what other scenario you feel India Mart could be a better option for you to spend your time and effort on? If you are into small machines manufacturing, which means you do not have a very huge set, you make or manufacture a few components, spares, right? And you work with a small setup. In that case, certainly it is a very, very, very amazing idea to that you be on this platform, because as I said, you're getting exposure to a large segment of market buyers worldwide, right? The other way could be if you're producing the product, but which is a low value product. When we say the cost of the product which you're trying to sell in the market is not very huge, low ticket items. In that case, also it is advisable that you should be spending your time and effort onto platforms like IndiaMART, which is actually good for you. Right? These are the second scenarios. Now let's look at some more scenarios when you feel it is good for you. If you're having a production capacity which is quite low, you're not producing in a bulk and the movement is not very high. In that scenario, it is also advisable that you should be sticking on to IndiaMART, right? Or I could say you're trying to expand into a newer states. In that case, also it is good to go and spend your time and money and effort onto IndiaMART kind of platform. Now, why? That's very important to know why. See, if you have a website, so website, if you look at from visibility point of view, you've got worldwide visibility. But to make your visibility on these search engines, you have to go and do the SEO, search engine optimization, to make it seen visible in a certain your respective territory, country, or a city. For that, you need to spend effort in making the website SEO friendly, SEO ready. That is how you will create the visibility, right? But in India Mart kind of platform, when you say you're going to target a new territory, all you need to do is just add on a new location, and India Mart on the back end will open your listing for that location as well. So you are able to get immediate visibility of visitors from day two, right? And the last thing, if you think you as a business you do not have capacity to spend at least a lakh rupee on website on a yearly basis, I'm giving a top number. If you ask me my general opinion, if you really want to maintain a small website, I just said you need max to max for an year around 25 to 30,000 rupees maximum. Even if you do not have that much of capacity to spend in the website, then please be onto IndiaMart. This is best. But let me remind you, IndiaMart, as I said, being listed here is not the fun. The fun is being listed and being seen by your audiences, by seen by your customers. So for that visibility, you have to spend money onto this platform. Let me show you something what IndiaMart has got in terms of the visibility thing, how much they charge you. So here, if you look at IndiaMart leading supplier package price. If you look at here, so they are typically expecting you to, if you go the leading supplier premium package, if you take as a maximizer price, which is ranging from 45,000 to 1.5 lakhs annually for high visibility and unlimited leads. Common package which they say many dynamic catalog prices 35,000 rupees per year. Maximizer 75,000 to 1.5 lakhs and trust sale. So what are these? So these are different packages with this. So it means if you want to have the very basic thing, the very minimum you need to spend is 35,000 or 35,000 rupees per year, right? But along with that, you want to have the maximizer thing plus trust seal you want to be getting. You have to spend for every. add-on thing a separate price. Right here you see the more package details. Maximizer premium package price around 60,000 to 90,000 rupees for 1 to 2 years, offering 30 plus weekly leads and high visibility. If you need a trust, which is about verified vendors, you're spending around 45,000 to 80,000 rupees, 1 to 3 years, adding trust badge to listing. Only trust badge. Understand? Now, who is giving this trust badge? No one else. Only IndiaMART is giving you the trust badge. But I recommend rather than you looking at IndiaMART as a trust badge, the better company could be your DNB trust badge. So here, if you look at this client, very interesting client. I do not know, just saw it. They've got DNB's registered badge. Now, DNB is world's largest, uh, what to say, I mean, trust or verification company, DNB.com, right? So these guys, they help the businesses to get a DNB dance number, which comes to you once they verify your business entity. They check your financial data, and based on that, they give you the dance number. So if you really want to have a trust seal, this is more valid worldwide. Whereas what IndiaMart gives you, it is just IndiaMart's own trust badge. Now, how much is the authenticity of it? That IndiaMart be only knowing. Similarly, verified exporter. So again, I could say, who is going to verify? I mean, does IndiaMart take the responsibility that if you are verified or not? Well, IndiaMart only verifies your few credentials, right? But again, it is only limited to India as a company, India as a country where this verification thing would be valid. But outside the India, do people really know IndiaMart? Do they trust? God only knows. That is where I say getting a Dun and Bradstreet's dance number give you the worldwide visibility and authority. So rather spending money here, spend money onto there. Right? Similarly, there are many more things. So if you want to see more, you could got to say this particular page about IndiaMART and paid services. You could say mini dynamic catalog. MDC first year is 35,000 rupees, for second year 60,000, for 3 years you take it to 72,000 rupees. And what you get? 10 weekly plus one daily bonus. These are the leads. You are going to buy these leads. Let's say 20 weekly plus leads. So the point is, after spending so much of money, is it really worth for you? That decision you have to take. So that is what I was talking about, that India Mart might be a great option for small businesses, small manufacturers, right? But if you want to build your own brand visibility, then you have to look out better than India Mart as well. Now we will look at a couple of more things in terms of for what kind of businesses India Mart is actually not so suitable. If you're selling a high value technical project or turnkey project, very, very important. If your products or solutions are worth more than a couple of lakhs, then please make your own identity, visibility. I will try to give you an example of a company. I'll probably show you in a while. They have really taken this job and they have taken this decision very carefully that whether they need to be onto India Mart or they need to be have their own branding, visibility, website presence. I will show you. Now, so first thing first, if you are into high value technical project or turnkey projects, it is important for you that you should not only depend on to India Mart. You know what I'm saying, right? Secondly, if you're trying to claim the premium price and want to have your strong brand presence, in that situation also it is important for you that you should be doing something beyond India Mart, right? You do not want people to compare your quotation with somebody else. You don't want to get into a negotiation pressure. Like on IndiaMart, when you go there, no, people can compare. Your product price with competition product price. They can see. Let me give an example here. Right? Leading supplier, leading supplier. There are two leading suppliers: dairy process equipment capacity, liters per hour, 15,000. Sorry, 15 lakhs and 18 lakhs. Along with that, you can compare with the other price, 10 lakhs. So that is where the premiumness is being lost. People can compare yours with this other one. So if you really want to maintain this kind of premiumness, better be on your own platform. Make your own website so that your visibility is being maintained by you, controlled by you. If you want to win a better deal, better negotiation, you want to claim the premium pricing, you need a separate website where you can talk, discuss. If you want to maintain your own pricing, to claim or premium pricing on to charge to your customer. So you are charging because client feels the value. So value not only comes from the products what you create. Value comes how people perceive your product, perceive your brand. Right? People see value when they see what people are talking about. So on your website, you can actually talk more detailed case studies. Not, I'm just not only talking about the your reviews. They are more than the reviews. Your business case studies, your success stories of your clients. So you get an ample opportunity to talk about those stuff on your own platform, on your own website, rather than being onto IndiaMART or something. Right? So these are the really important reasons which will make you to stand out from your competition when you have your own platform. It is all great, but as a successful business, you might always think that no, Jan, but for me, both are important. We also want, it's like, in your house, when you get a water connection, you need something coming in the form of a regular flow of water, and sometimes you need your own borewell connection. So in case your borewell dries at some point of time, at least you have got corporation water coming to your house every day. Maybe it is little quantity, but you are able to survive. That is how it happens in the businesses as well. So you need at least two pipelines. So India Mart can service or serve you as your a regular government pipeline, which is giving you some leads at some possible cost regularly. But when you want something more premium, you have to sell to bigger customer, you have to enjoy the premium sales. That is where your website come handy for you. So businesses generally what they do, they are onto both the places. They also spend some time, money, and effort onto IndiaMart, and parallelly they also have got their own platform, owned social media, owned ecosystem, marketing ecosystem, and they market over there. So it is able to balance both. So I think that is a much better approach, what we call as a hybrid approach of being present onto both the important platforms. Right? So if you ask me the split wise, I would say the split should be 70% effort, money and effort should be onto your own platform. 30% effort, money you can spend onto IndiaMart kind of platforms. But do not do vice versa, otherwise it will be damaging for you. I hope you might have got some fair idea what is suitable for you as a business to be present onto IndiaMart or to be have your own website, or you should be onto both the platforms. And I hope this answers the questions what we started earlier, that what is more important for you as a manufacturing company to spend time, money, and effort onto IndiaMart kind of platforms or having your own platforms. Right? I hope you might have enjoyed this, and in case you loved it, please let me know in your comments and we can talk more onto a certain topic again. Thank you.